So we want to talk about why we are dying like mere mortals, like mere men, according to the light of the scripture we read. You know, the major reason human is languishing in poverty, suffer setbacks, hardships, failure, disappointment, financial slavery, frustration, pain and sorrow, miscarriages of all sorts, diseases, and even untimely deaths centers on one thing, predicate on one thing, stem on one thing. That is because they lack the understanding of who they are. I like that to stick. I mean, regardless of how powerful, dreadful, frightful, fearful, regardless of how awful the devil appears to be, let me shock you, he is still afraid of you. Yeah, I mean you. Yes, I'm referring to you. Irrespective of who he is still afraid of you. But I'd like you to hear this. The greatest and the strongest of the devil's agent is not Belial. If you are a Bible student and you're conversant with demonology, you will be abreast with what I am about to say. The greatest and the strongest of the devil's agents is not Belial, not Leviathan, not Apollyon, not Ashmodi, not Asherah, not Abaddon, not even the beast itself. Even though these forces constitute the strongest arm of his government. I'd like you to come with me. I want to show you why we are dying like mere mortals in the light of that scripture. The greatest and the strongest agent of the devil that he is using right from the fall of man since Genesis 3, amongst all that he's using, is not even found among his G4. Which are these that I'm referring to as his G4? The Bible is speaking about them in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12, calls them the principalities, the power, the rulers, and wickedness in high places. These G4 that are placed at the four cardinal points of the earth in a way of taking dominance and charge are not even found among the greatest and the strongest agent that the devil uses. There is one demon the devil is using, and this demon is so faithful, so loyal, so committed to the devil. This demon is not even found amongst other demons, but rather is the one that enables every other agent of darkness to carry out the assignments successfully on people since the fall of man. Yeah, till this moment that I'm broadcasting. The devil has revealed every other demons and every other aspect of his administration to some great ardent human devotees that devoted themselves to serve him. But the devil has refused to, in a way, reveal this particular demon. Yes. And I'm sure you're wondering which demon I'm referring to. The name of this demon might sound very funny to you, but that is the one and only demon that has kept humanity to live like mere mortals, created in the image of God in his likeness, but living as mere mortals. What is the name of the demon I'm referring to? It is called the agent of ignorance. The demon of ignorance. At this point, God decried through the mouth of his servant Hosea. When you read the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6, particularly, and then verse 7 if you like, God cried out and said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. He didn't say they perished because they were prayerless. He didn't say they perished because they were not fasting. He didn't say they perished because they were not tithing, they were not giving offering, they were not doing donations. He didn't say they perished because they were not holy or righteous. But they perish for lack of knowledge. And if you read verse 7, he said, since you have rejected knowledge, then I have little or nothing to do. I've also rejected you because there is nothing I can do that is not woven. There's nothing I can do that is not tied. There's nothing I can do that is not wrapped around knowledge. One of the synonyms of that word perish means to expire. To expire. So it begs the reason why you see a lot of people are walking like photocopy. The essence of what made them original is taken away. Why? Ignorance. At a point I heard somebody said something one day in the television, and I got startled, bewildered. I was taunted with such statement. Guess what he said? He said, if I were to choose, and then they placed before me ignorance and HIV/AIDS, he said I had choose HIV/AIDS than chosen ignorance. And then he went further to explain. He said because the understanding, cognizant of the fact that I am a carrier, becomes the stepping stone for my survival. Because I can live all the days of my life with antiretroviral drugs, and I become healthier than those who don't even have the HIV/AIDS. Why? The power of what I know. That was why I told us the other day, I said ignorance is more powerful than knowledge, even though they say knowledge is power. All right. So what is the meaning of ignorance? What's the meaning? Ignorance simply means the condition of being uninformed. The condition of being uninformed. The condition of being uneducated. The condition of being uneducated. So that is what it means to be ignorant. The condition of being uneducated. All right. Lack of knowledge or information. That is what ignorance means. Which is why they say it is lack of information that deforms a fellow. But information makes a fellow. The reason for the first fall that is quite tragic we talk about today is also predicated on ignorance. Right. Look at the conversation between Eve and the serpent, the devil in the garden. He said to Eve, the day thou shalt eat of this fruit, God doth know that the day you will eat of the fruit of the tree, you shall be like gods. small capital letter Gods. Oh my God. And I asked us yesterday, in the first place, who were there? Yes. Who were they in the first place? They were gods. We just read it, and we're going to go into that in a jiffy. Genesis 1 verse 27 and 28 says, and God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. Verse 28, and God blessed them, and God said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, subdue and have dominion. Now watch this. He created them in his image. In his image created he him, male and female created he them. In his image. All right. So when you see people who are living a life of a photocopy instead of the original that they were, the demon of ignorance has reduced them to mere mortals. So when we are talking about in his image, the Bible said he created them in his image, and in his image he created male and female. Now the question that I'd like you to ask is, what is an image? Yeah. What is an image? I'd like us to define. An image is a representative of an object. An image is a representative of an object. It could be a person, could be a car, could be a house, or anything that it represents. An image is a representative of an object or a person.